What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the MagBak Rim Case Protectors for Tesla's Model 3 and Model Y. So let's get into it. Well, if you have owned a Tesla for any amount of time, you will know that Teslas are very prone to curb rash. If you're unfamiliar with what curb rash is, it's just simply going through a drive-through line and scraping the outer edges of your rim ever so slightly in order to really ruin your life. Magbak reached out to me and asked if I'd be willing to review this product, and I said, of course. I also happen to be a Magbak phone case owner, and so if you haven't checked out my other videos that go over that, I purchased that with my own money, and I'm a big believer in Magbak, so I wanted to see what they had in store. And what I'll say, just cutting to the chase, is this is a must-have for anyone that has these rims, specific to the Tesla Model 3 or Model Y. This is a fantastic, inexpensive way to protect those $1,000 rims that you have that are just so easy to scrape. So let's go ahead and hop into the installation process right off the bat. Install is very easy, but I will say it does take some time. So if you are installing all 4 rim cases at the same time, which of course you would be on your first go around, it's going to take a little while. It took me, I think, maybe an hour or an hour and a half. And the purpose for that, or the main reason for that, is because it comes with these 9 interconnected little connectors, which are perfect. I really have to commend them on their interlocking, the very, very snug fit. There is no question that these things are going to stay on for the long haul. But they also come with these little stickers, and they look very similar to Crest white strips, if you're familiar with Crest white strips. So you put it on the outer edge of the rim itself, and then you fold down the little plastic teeth to protect the outer corner of the rim. And then they have these just square shaped rims, or stickers, I should say, that go in between each spoke. And the install process of those is simple. You obviously peel and stick, but it takes forever. And what I will say is, if you're the type of person that is a perfectionist, just know full well you are not going to get away with having 0 bubbles on these stickers. These stickers are not meant to be there as this just prim, pristine application. It's meant to be put on there with bubbles all over the place exclusively to give an added layer of protection as you're snapping this plastic rim case on. Which I will point out, the rim case itself is plastic. Whenever I first was looking at these online, I assumed that they were metal. They are not. They're plastic. And the more I thought about it, I think it's for good reason, because plastic obviously gives way a little bit more than metal. And so I think it really and truly does provide almost a cushion of protection in between your actual rim and the curb itself, whereas a metal connector could be more abrasive on your rim and actually do some damage. So you place these stickers around the outside, and then you go into the interlocking process of 1 segment at a time, starting at the valve stem and going counterclockwise around the rim in order to install. It does take a second just to figure out how the interlocking works. The instructions outline it very well, but actually using it in practice, you'll have some instances where you won't quite get it hooked on, and you'll have to apply more force to push it onto the rim that is necessary. Anytime I caught myself pushing a little harder than I needed to, I would kind of back out and rehook the case itself, and then it would slide onto the rim much more easy. I will say you can probably forego the actual stickers themselves if you choose to. The rim case itself, as I mentioned, is plastic and would probably be okay in order to snap onto your metal rim. I just personally put that on there, and that is kind of that. Now, in terms of color, the color match is about as perfect as it can possibly get. From afar, I can guarantee you won't even know that they're on there. When you get closer, if you pay close attention, you can see that they are on your rim, but color match is perfect. They come in black and they come in red. I was not able to test the red. I could see how the red might look cool with the performance red brake calipers, so I could see how that might look kind of cool. But for me personally, my preference would certainly be black. I like black on black of most of my gadgets, gizmos, and things. And so I think it looks great, and it is a spot on match. Even my neighbor was like, my goodness, man, I can't even tell if this is on there. Next, moving on to profile. The profile itself, Obviously, Tesla rims just seem to protrude out ever so slightly. This does add a little bit additional to that protrusion, obviously, but we're talking millimeters. It's not a big deal. You can see in the B-roll footage here, it just barely adds to the equation. It's not anything that you would get frustrated about, I can guarantee. Now, in terms of some of the cons that I will point out to you is if you are using the stickers, depending on how you've installed them, can have little sections or corners of them that do actually show through the rim case itself. And so you have to be very careful and conscious on your install of the stickers in order to make sure that those little tiny corners and edges of the transparent stickers don't stick out from the side. The other con in my mind is, again, if you're using the stickers, it just really is, it's a lengthy process. But fortunately, you're only having to do it one time, and that's that. The third thing, and really is probably the biggest thing that I would just share with MagBak, is it would be awesome if you could consider including in maybe one or two extra of um, the rim case itself, so that if you do end up maybe having one that was shipped to you with like a slight nick on it and you're a perfectionist and it's really going to get under your skin, or if of course if you end up run into a curb and you get a little bit close and you scratch it, at this point of recording the video, I did not personally see anywhere on the website that would allow me to order the case in segments. I couldn't just buy one or two segments. I'd have to buy the whole 9 segment kit over again. And so again, that's just kind of my feedback. I think if they included one or two, it would be great, because then if you do have that situation, you'd be set where you could just grab another one, swap it out real quick. But outside of that, again, this is, in my opinion, a fantastic product to have. And really, I would classify it as a must have. If you haven't already connected the dots, this is also a product where if you currently have rim rash, it would actually cover it up entirely without you having to purchase a whole new rim or multiple rims. So not only does it protect your existing rims, but if you're in the opposite situation where you've already done the damage, you could cover this up and not have to purchase new rims or have them re-powder coated, and in turn will save you substantial money. So great product, great job MagBak. Yet again, you guys are crushing it. Oh, by the way, if you haven't checked out my Tesla channel or my YouTube channel, please check it out. Consider liking, consider subscribing. I make all kind of videos and reviews that are Tesla focused. And I don't know, a couple of them seem to help people. So check them out and consider liking and subscribing. Thanks so much.